What's going on? Thanks for jumping on that quick. That was crazy. You got on so fast. You must have already been on your phone or something, because that was pretty quick, to be honest. You guys like my little McDonald's sign? There was another picture of a guy in like a cardboard cutout car, and he was going through, but this is just fine. McDonald's, for example, spends $1.81 to get you to their drive-through, right? That's their cost per acquisition of a customer. That's their actual ad spend. I think it's $1.81, $1.91, something like that. If they sell you a $2.09 hamburger, right, they're gonna make like 19 cents, right? They're not gonna make any money. Where they make money is in the upsales, right? It's the fries, it's the drink. What's up, Cry Wolf? How you doing? Thanks for joining. But where McDonald's makes money is in the fries and the drink, and they actually make their money like that, right? Hey, Viana, thanks for joining. Or Anna Viana. How you doing? How you doing? We're talking about McDonald's. They spend $1.91 to get you to their door, and then if they sell you a $2 hamburger, they're making hardly any money. So how they make money and how anyone who actually makes money online is really making money is it's all about the upsales, right? It's all about the upsales. It's a huge conversion game. And I think next time, yesterday we talked about how to get Google PPC AdWords for like 5 cents, right? And it was really cool. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for giving me the hearts. Oh, you're giving me a ton. I appreciate that. And today, what I'm going to show you is how to spend more than your competitor. Because as a general rule of thumb, whoever can spend the most to get a customer into their doors will actually they'll actually win. For example, let's say, just with the exact same example as yesterday, right? Let's say I'm spending 5 cents to get someone into my door. If I know that I can spend $5 to get one person to see my website, I can probably, I'm going to crush somebody who can only spend, 5 cents, who can only spend like $1, right? And that's exactly how it works. So this is what I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to give you a real life world example of McDonald's and then show you the anatomy. Cool story, bro. I appreciate that. Thanks. This is my life. I'm crazy addicted to what I do. It's super fun stuff. But I'm going to show you guys really quick. I'm with him. I'm going to show you guys real quick how to set it up in an online business or any business. This works offline as well. How to actually structure it in a way that you will actually make more money and be able to spend more than your competitor, right? It's a huge deal, and it's all in the business model. People don't know how to set up their businesses right. What's up, Mad Max? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining me again. I'm a little bit early. I know I'd said I'd wait a little bit, but I got to go do some other stuff, so I decided to start a little early. Pyramid schemes are the devil. Yes, but what's funny about pyramid schemes is everybody wants to be the boss and be on top, right? That's exactly, slowly, yeah. That's exactly what... So yeah, pyramid schemes, if they're the bad kind, yes, but being on the top is not a bad thing, right? Anyways, I won't open that can because I have opinions on that statement. Okay. But anyway, so back to McDonald's. So you drive through and, stupid. You drive through McDonald's, they spend $1.81 to get you into their drive-through, which is true. $2.09 to sell you a hamburger. And dude, I'm signed with with lead. Am I done? Sorry, dude. I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to clarify that. I don't know what you're saying, Max. I'm sorry, man. Lead impact. Hey, cool. Lead impact's good stuff. I use ClickFunnels. I'm a huge fan of them. A little bit more versatility with their membership websites. That's the only reason why. But hey, that's cool though. I'm really pumped for you. But anyway, so McDonald's goes through, and this guy really gets me going, dude. You talking about me? Because I get going. I love this crap. It's so fun. All right. So where McDonald's makes money is in the upsales, right? And that's exactly how it works with your online stuff as well. If you don't have upsales and you're sending people straight, my name's Steven Larsen. Steve Larsen. What's up? Do I do what I do? That's right. That's where I am right now. What's super cool is that that's actually how they make money. And so if you don't set up your business that way, you're actually going to lose money online. So let me flip the camera around. I'm going to show you how to set up some business online and actually make money that way, right? So let me flip it around. All right, so there's McDonald's, right? They're making money on the upsales, and I want to take you through two different scenarios. So let's say you got 100 visitors, right? 100 visitors, and they visit just the flat website. This is Exhibit A. They visit a flat website, and you have a 1% conversion rate, which actually is quite realistic. So one person actually purchased, and he made $57, right? Back to the scenario number 2. This is why it's so important, all right? I'm going to teach you guys to build what's called a value ladder. And you need a value ladder because it creates a relationship. So you instead send them through a squeeze page, not through an actual flat website. Have a 5% conversion rate, which is pretty realistic for industry standards as well, if it's not something that's really captivating. So you have 5 people that went through, and of the 5 people, they went through, saw the offer, and then 2%, from the original 100 actually purchased. So you made $114. Who can then spend more on their ads? Obviously, Exhibit B, right? That's exactly why you do that, so you can spend more money. So it's all about creating relationships. So here's the value ladder. The value ladder, let me flip it back around. All right, value ladder looks like this, right? This is just an example. On the side you have price, and on the bottom you have value. And this is how much you can actually offer a person, right? So little example, the guy that I'm working for, building his sales funnel for him right now, he has a product that is $2,000, right? And that's all he was selling for a while, right? That's all he was doing. He didn't have any other thing that he was selling. He did, but just they weren't stacked correctly online. And think about it. If I came to you and I said, hey, right on the street, hey, check it out. I got this sweet product. It's $2,000. You want to buy it? I say, heck no, man. Get lost, right? Get out of here. And that's exactly the same reason why people start to fail online, is that they approach people cold like that. Just because you're online doesn't mean you have to, you get to disobey the rules of, being cordial and creating relationships. So this is what I did. First, there's an ebook when they opt in on their main, on his main webpage. It's only been open for like a week, and we already have like 175 opt-ins. So that's awesome, right? And then after that, there's a webinar they go to, and then there's a free plus shipping trial. It's only $7, and you set it up this way so that it sifts out all those people who are unwilling to actually go out and pull out their credit card from there on out, right? That way, you're only dealing with buyers at that point. So there's a free plus shipping trial, and then hey, guess what? If you like that, there's the monthly version of that. Is this making sense to you guys? Does it make sense? Because this is super important. I cannot stress this enough. I think next time, I'm going to be gone this weekend, so I won't be able to Periscope or anything, but I think on Monday, I'm going to talk about the anatomy of like a $150,000 sales funnel, right? I appreciate it. Thanks, Mad Max. Thanks, Thompson. I'm going to talk about the anatomy of what did I say, 150,000? Like a month sales funnel. And this is part of it, okay? And this model can be used offline, can be used online. So after that, there's a monthly thing, and that brings in what's called continuity, right? That's the money that you can always count on month after month after month. There's an attrition rate, usually like 25% will drop off, and you correct for that. But it's been said, and I can't remember the guy who said it, if you don't have continuity, you don't have a business, right? So if people are buying one-time things from you, like this guy was, then you don't really have a business. You just, because you don't know what's going to come, right? It's not a solid business without continuity. So then after that, hey, you know what? There's a $198 product, right? Hey, check it out. Now there's a webinar. Now we're selling the actual thing. How much stronger do you think the relationship is going to be pitching somebody who's gone through this whole series, whether or not they purchased, right? But you're giving them value. You've got autoresponders set up. And then you actually come up and $2,000. Hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm seeing value from all these other things below. And now I know $2,000 isn't crazy because all this value, and you've delivered so much value before, right? That's how it works. That's how you make money online. You don't send them to just a flat website, all right? That's how you lose money. That's how you can't spend. You won't be able to acquire as many customers, right? So the way that you can, you really have to look at this in just a few different funnels, right? So this all the way up to free trial, monthly, main product, bam, right here, all the way across, that's like one funnel, right? That's just one funnel. And then after a while, you wait for a little bit. And then you pop back after they've had time to use your product, to gain a relationship with you, to love it. And there's a mental trigger called reciprocity, right? If I give you stuff for free, and I'm giving you ebooks and webinars and all this info, you feel the need to pay me back somehow, right? And that's totally what I'm doing here, is that you pull them up through this funnel. You get relationship with them, and then you wait for a little while before you come out and say, hey, check it out. We got the sweet webinar coming up. It's $2,000 for this product. They go through it and they buy it. And so I keep telling the guy that I'm working for right now, look, you can't think that your value ladder is ending here. right? You've got to go think, what you're generating right here is a $2,000 lead, right? So now, what can you sell for $5,000? And obviously the percentage of people goes smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller of the people who are actually going to purchase it, but that's how you make a lot of money online. Okay? That's the formula. That's how you make a lot of money in any business, all right? I know chiropractors that have applied the same thing, and now they make a buttload more money than they were before. So anyways, really quick, that was probably way too instructional. I didn't really tell any stories or anything, so I'm so sorry. But hey, next time on Monday, unless you guys got any questions or anything, let me know right now. That sounds really great, really cool. Yeah, start thinking in terms of value ladders. When you go to a restaurant and you sit down, right, what value ladder are you being brought through? If you're going through something online like Amazon, they have a value ladder that's super strong. If you go to ClickBank and look at any of those are all value ladders, right? Tons of sales funnels, hundreds of thousands of examples if you go to clickbank.com. But anyone who is actually making money online is doing some version of this. I like Olive Garden. So good. Did I say Olive Garden? I don't know if I did, because I was imagining Olive Garden when I said that. But anyways, got to go see the wife and kids. Super excited to go home, and that's all I got for you guys. So on Monday, I'm going to show you the anatomy of a $500,000 sales funnel, which is what I am building for this guy. So you guys will get a chance to see that. And anyways, thank you. Yeah, guys, I appreciate it. Hey, if you enjoy this at all, go ahead, give me a double tap, give me a triple tap. I appreciate that. See you Monday. Yeah, I'll definitely jump on. And thanks for a few guys sent me emails asking some questions as well. You can totally do that. My email is steven.larsen1@gmail.com. I also have a YouTube channel where you can comment on there. A lot of these replays are on there as well. It's just Steven Larsen, S-T-E-P-H-E-N, and then L-A-R-S-E-N. You can check me out there as well. Dude, I left dancing Russian models to come here. Whoa! That's commitment. I appreciate that. You might want to go back though, you know? Hey, that's cool. You're going to Periscope that? I'm just kidding. Hey, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Talk to you on Monday and show you guys the anatomy of a sweet funnel. I know guys that have done this from scratch, no experience, built it through ClickFunnels, and now they're making a lot of money. So it works. It's real. I'm not making it up. I didn't just read this on Google, okay? I actually do this. All right, guys.